This is Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. This is your weekly reading for December 4th to the 11th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest that you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs throughout the week as well. So for those of you that are seeking a personal reading, or perhaps if you're interested in purchasing one of the Organites that I do make, as many of you know, all of the Organites that you do see in my videos are made by me. And all of my links are below. So this is for my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website. You can contact me through any of those links. And don't forget our live show, 1 o'clock p.m. Saturday. So this is where we're going to be doing some mini readings. It is not full readings. I just want everybody to, be aware of that. They're not full readings. They are mini readings. And you can come and join on Saturdays for those. Now, I do want to apologize that I was not able to appear this Saturday. So what happened is I actually was opening a box and I had a little bit of an accident, if you can see the Band-Aid there, with an X-Acto knife. And it took a couple of stitches and yeah. So anyway, I had planned to appear and then that happened and I ended up having to go to the Medi Center for a few hours, and unfortunately I was just unable to do the videos or unable to do the live. But if you had joined on our last live show, we did talk about the Organite giveaway. So I am going to be giving away this Organite, and this is actually fairly much out of the mold. I just actually brought it out of the mold on Saturday. I was going to present it at that show, but this is going to be the Organite we're going to be giving away. So now the rules behind this, okay, are very simple, but there's going to be no exceptions. All right. So first of all, the first rule is you must be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. This is going to be absolutely crucial. And I need you to send me a screenshot. If your name, sometimes when you subscribe to YouTube, it does not show up as a subscriber. So I do need to have that possible screenshot. And you can send this to, again, either my, I would say actually my Facebook page. That's at Oracle Intuitions. And that's probably the best way. For those of you that don't have Facebook, you can send it to my Instagram at Oracle_Intuitions. Or if you really need to, you can send it to my Gmail, which is oracleintuitions1111.gmail.com. All right. So there's 3 different ways to send it. Just to show me that you have subscribed to my channel. The second is that you need to be subscribed to either my Facebook page. All right, you need to be a follower on Facebook, or you need to be a follower on Instagram. So it's not only just YouTube, but it needs to be on another social media platform, which is either Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so there needs to be 2 subscriptions. Also, this is how you get your name into the draw. So every time you share my YouTube channel, all right, and it's just very easy to do. You just press the share button and you can share that directly to one of your social media platforms. Every time you share the page, and it has to be a public share, not, private messaging or anything like that. Every time you share my page, every time you share my YouTube channel, your name will go into the draw. So it's it's very simple. All you have to do is send me the screenshot. So send me a screenshot of you subscribe to YouTube and to either Facebook or Instagram. And again, for every share that you put publicly and send me the screenshot for, your name goes into the draw. All right. So I'm going to also put the details down below into the description box for anybody, who's a little confused by how I just explained that. But then on Saturday, Brandon and I are going to do a live draw for this. You must also be watching Saturday. So if your name is drawn and you're not, in the chat, then we're going to have to move to another name. All right. So these are all the conditions. And all right, I hope that made sense. I hope you guys have an amazing week. We're going to get right into the readings now. Take care and many blessings. Aries, welcome to your weekly reading for December 4th to December 11th. We're taking a look into the energies of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships, with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone. However, I do suggest you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs that are on my channel as well. All right, and also, if you haven't watched the intro, please make sure that you go and watch it, simply because we are having the Organite giveaway. That's going to be Saturday, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. We're going to be giving it away live when we go live on our channel. We're going to also be doing mini readings and just general chat. So in order to have your name entered, you must follow the instructions that are with at the intro, or there is also a separate video regarding the Organite giveaway. All right, so let's see what is happening for you this upcoming week, Aries. We're going to be taking a look into the mind. We have sacrifice. What can you let go of? For the body, we have feeling loved and proud. And for spirit, we have make your dreams real. All right, so here's where we're going with this, Aries, is what I'm getting from this energy. When spirit is asking you to make your dreams real, I feel that for some of you, there is perhaps a particular goal that you're trying to head towards. For some of you, this even could have to do with relationships in some particular aspect, okay? It doesn't need to be romantic. It can be with friends, family, coworkers. But what I'm getting here is that your mind is holding you back. When we have this sacrifice, it feels as though there's a fear of walking forward in some way. It feels as though, again, like a wall or a barrier or a fear. What I'm getting is it almost feels as though, for some of you, I'm really getting that you may have actually already sacrificed for a particular person, maybe for a particular, again, it doesn't need to be romantic. This could be maybe perhaps friends, take it whatever aspect it is. It could even be a sacrifice that you felt that you went through in order to maintain a particular friendship or a particular relationship in some way. And if this, it may even have to do with work or career. Again, take all of this as it relates to you or your situation at this time. But what I'm getting is this mental block is coming in, and it's really putting this fear up. It almost feels like you want to step forward towards somebody or something, but somehow the past is coming through, or somehow, again, some sort of fear. It almost feels like you've already sacrificed enough, or you've already put enough effort towards it, and you're wondering if perhaps you should be continuing to put effort towards it. So when sacrifice is coming through, it's like, what can you let go of? Can you let go of this fear? Can you let go of the fact that maybe you feel that you've already put enough towards it? What I'm getting from spirit, it's almost like continue going, because your dream or your miracle or what it is that you're trying to create or what it is that your desire is right around the corner. All right, we also have in here this feeling loved and proud. So it feels like you've almost put some effort towards something in a way that did make you feel proud, that did give you that feeling within yourself that it was your own self-satisfaction of some way. Maybe at times you felt very satisfied, but then maybe perhaps towards the relationship, feeling satisfied towards the relationship, but then there was a disappointment, or it felt like things were going backwards instead of forwards. So again, what I'm getting is like, it's almost like your dream is right on that cusp, okay? It's right around the corner. Basically, spirit is asking you not to give up, even though you may have already thrown in a lot of effort. Maybe you've already feeling like you're sacrificed, enough of your time, your energy, your emotional health, your mental health, whatever it is that you've put, some sort of effort towards. Spirit is saying, you know what, we're recognizing this. We understand the journey is hard. We understand that you may already be tired, but here's the thing, is that you've already put so much work into it. It's time to start feeling proud. Let us take all over as well. All right. It doesn't mean to stop working or stop trying to produce the results, but at the same time, have the faith that spirit is bringing it to you. It's kind of like, don't quit before the miracle appears. All right, this is the energy that I'm getting. Don't quit before that energy or that miracle, whatever it is that you're trying to build, or that dream that you're trying to achieve. Don't quit before it's allowed to become to fruition, is what I'm really getting here. So let's take a look and see what cards are coming through for clarification. Now, I did hurt my finger. Again, if you watched the intro, I did cut it last Saturday, so I'm just trying to keep it from bending. So if you see me awkwardly trying to shuffle the cards, you know why. But I have faith that Spirit brings through the cards that it is that we need. So even if it looks awkward with my shuffling, all right? Okay, so for sacrifice, yeah, Four of Cups. What I'm getting here is, again, it almost feels like that cup is right there, but are you going to grab it? Are you going to continue going? Or are you turning your back on it at this time? Simply because, again, you may have already put enough sacrifice into something. I'm really getting from Spirit. You know, it's funny. There's a meme that goes around. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but, you know, you'll have this guy sitting under a tree and this cup is floating right behind him. And the meme is, just take the freaking cup, dude. Right? Because it does. It feels as though there's a back turning towards something in some manner. And again, you know, take it as it resonates with you, whatever aspect it's landing in. But what I'm getting here is it's almost like he's sitting there and he's going, well, maybe these 3 cups are okay. I don't need this 4th cup. You know, I just don't need to pay attention to it at this time. But here's the thing, is I do feel that this is the dream, or this is the hope, or this is the goal of some sort. And now is not the time to turn your back towards it. We also have the Judgment coming in. I'm really getting here. So when the Judgment comes in, this is like, you know, the trumpet day. This is the day of reckoning. All right. And Spirit is asking you, why are you feeling this way? What is it that is holding you back? Maybe, perhaps, again, maybe you were already putting in enough sacrifice. Maybe there's some sort of mind state that you need to get over. But what is it? Not only what is it about this dream that is holding you back, but what is it about this dream that is making you go forward? Now's the time to really take a look at not only your efforts, but possibly the lack of effort. Okay, if there is a lack of effort in some way, why do you feel that you're turning your back at this time? And what I'm getting here is, again, well, you know, it's interesting because when the Judgment card comes through, and excuse me if I'm I've been busy all day, so my brain is sort of, my words aren't keeping up with my head, or my mouth isn't keeping up with my head, I guess I should say. But when the Judgment card comes through, this really also talks about having spiritual guidance, spiritual help. So I feel like the angels, I feel like your own personal spirit team is trying to help you through this time. So really pay attention. And I feel like this is a time to dig in and continue to move forward. Look at this. 3 of Cups. 3 of Wands, I should say. 3 of Wands. So your dream's right in the future. Okay, this is that person waiting for that boat to come through. You may have already felt that you were in this position, but again, what I'm feeling from Spirit is that dream, that goal is right here, and it's about to dock. Basically, it's just a matter of waiting for it. Sometimes there is divine timing in all of this, okay? Even if it does feel like years, or maybe it was weeks or months or days, whatever it is, you know, time is irrelevant in the spirit world, okay? It's really about putting our energy towards something. And this guy, he is paying attention to that boat. He knows it's going to land. And this is the energy that Spirit's asking from you at this time. We have the 6 of Coins. So I do feel that for some of you, again, you know, we were talking about effort. Maybe you felt like you were already putting enough effort in. Sometimes that 6 of Coins, you can kind of tell that the scale's a little unbalanced, all right? And this guy's putting more, you know, towards that scale in order to create a balance in some way. So if you've been giving more towards a situation, maybe it is time to balance that scale. Maybe that will even out some of that burden, but that doesn't mean to let go of the dream, or let go of the hope, or let go of the goal itself. All right. Maybe there just needs to be some balance. This could also, you know, be, in regards to perhaps a business partner of some sort. Maybe you're the one that's putting more work towards a particular business or a particular business goal. This even could have to do with relationships. Are you putting more effort towards a relationship than somebody else is? It doesn't mean to stop the effort. It just means to allow it to balance out a bit. So if you're the one that continues to put in that effort, that can lead to that feeling of having to put in a sacrifice, or something is a sacrifice. And it can also make you turn your back towards something because you're not receiving that same energy. What I'm getting from Spirit at the time is, it doesn't mean you need to stop the efforts altogether, but why are you giving so much? Why are you putting more in than somebody else is? Or why are you putting more towards energy towards something if you're not receiving it back? So it doesn't mean completely cut it out. It just means maybe just take a step back, do what is good for you at this time as well, and then continue moving forward. Allow the balance of that energy to allow the energy to become more balanced, is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we've got the Justice card. You can't make this up, guys. This is totally about balance, right? This is about balance. This is about karma to some degree. Not only that, but we have the Judgment and the Justice card coming through. So this is really talking about perhaps a karmic situation. I almost feel like for some of you, you might be in a place where, again, you've been sacrificing and perhaps not receiving that effort back. When we have not only the Justice and the Judgment card coming through, this is really not a karma that you need to worry about within yourself, all right? So if you're in a place where somebody isn't putting in the effort, especially if it is within some sort of relationship, it's not up to you to decide on their karma. It doesn't mean that you need to cut anything off. And this might even be a separate message for some of you, separately, as opposed to all of this. All right. For some of you, especially if you've been dealing with some sort of, situation, let's say romantically, where there was perhaps even a third party situation, or, even something where there was something that was unfair or unjust. Again, Spirit is really telling you, the karmic retribution is not up to you. Whatever is going to happen, you can take that step back. You can continue to focus on your own goals, again, your own dreams, whatever it is. Look at the end result of the situation, of how you want it to be, rather than trying to manipulate the situation in some way that may end up not being to your best benefit. Basically, the other thing I'm hearing too, all right, when we're trying to make our dreams come true, if we just stop the effort, or if we're not putting enough effort towards something, because Spirit might even be asking you to start sacrificing a little bit more. Maybe there is an unbalance, but maybe that unbalance is from your part. So again, take that as it resonates. But what I'm also getting here is that, the scales are balanced with the effort that we put in. So if we're lacking effort, if we decide to turn our back towards something, really Spirit can't bring that through. Okay, it means that you need to continue to work towards the goal of what it is that you're trying to achieve. We also look at the Hierophant. So when the Hierophant is coming through, again, this could have to do with relationships in some way. It could even possibly be a marriage of some sort, or maybe even a close partnership. This also can be talking about, again, spirits coming through, Spirit helping at this time. For some of you, this might be a marriage that you're putting more effort towards, or one of the partners is putting more effort towards, and there needs to be a balance within that. Again, it doesn't need to be romantic relationship, if it doesn't have to do with a marriage, it can be another sort of, partnership. But I do feel that this is, for many of you, that this might be talking about some sort of, could even be a traditional marriage. Okay, so again, take it as it resonates. Yeah, we've got the Three of Swords. Remember how we talked about third party? For some of you, this might have to do with a third party. This also could just be talking about being in that place of depression where you're almost feeling like, I can't move ahead. I can't keep moving forward. I'm just stuck in a place. I'm keep bringing up the past. I keep hanging on to these things that I sacrificed for me, again, maybe a particular individual. And it may have also led to some sort of, sadness, or some sort of depression, or some sort of disappointment. What, again, I'm getting from Spirit is try to let that go. it doesn't mean that you need to completely forgive somebody, um, you know, especially if it was extremely hurtful, but it is basically saying, look at, you know, try to move on the best that you can at this point. All right. Stop not putting the effort in. So if you're, again, if you stopped effort in some way, this is now not the time to do it. It is time to continue to move ahead. Again, you know, even if it's an ending of something in some way, it doesn't need to be where you just stop your own efforts towards your own goals. Okay, continue those, because again, I'm getting help from Spirit coming through. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like things are going to turn around in some manner. You know what, this also actually really could be a mindset rather than, you know, particularly like, because I'm not really feeling like a third party situation within this. I feel like this is more an emotional state of just sadness, or again, you know, going back to the sacrifice. I feel that for many of you, that's what this has to do with. It just feels like I've been sacrificing and sacrificing and sacrificing. When are things going to balance out? When is my dream going to come true? When is this goal going to be achieved? Well, this Wheel of Fortune coming through, when the Wheel of Fortune comes in, it really talks about turning things around into your favor. And this is what I'm getting. So that's why Spirit is asking you not to stop the work or not to stop the effort at this time, because I do feel things coming through. And we've got the Tower. Yeah, some of you might have even had that Tower moment. You know what I'm actually getting here? When the Tower comes through, it doesn't need to always be a negative sense. A lot of people look at the Tower and they go, oh my God, you know, something bad is going to happen. No, it doesn't need to do that. What it can talk about, though, is a sun revelation. This might be within your mind. It might even be you going into this place of the sun revelation that might bring about your spirits, might bring about, you know, a sense of happiness or a sense of joy. The Tower really talks about sudden events. Okay. Now, depending on the next card, which is the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful energy. Sudden events. So when that Tower comes through, what I'm getting here is like, continue working towards your goal, continue working towards that dream. When we have this Ace of Pentacles coming through, this is about achieving that material status. It's about achieving, you know, your material. It's like winning. Okay. I want to say that it's almost like winning, like you won whatever it is that you're trying to do. You're able to ground yourself. You were able to build that business. You were able to achieve that relationship. You were able to achieve whatever this goal has to represent. And I feel like once you continue moving ahead, and again, you know, letting go of this energy of that Three of Swords with that sacrifice, continue. It's almost like Spirit is saying, it's right around the corner. It's right there. All right. It's going to come in fast. It's going to come in sudden, but there it is. And you may not expect it. There's going to be something that is going to come through for you as long as you continue the efforts, as long as you continue to look forward to that boat coming into dock. All right. Whatever that dream is, allow it to come in. Continue putting the energy and the work towards it, and you will see the results. And this is the energy that I'm getting from Spirit. So let's take a look at relationships and see what's coming through at this time. I don't know where all this dust all of a sudden came from. It's really weird. Okay. I think it's actually, I was renovating today, and I think it's maybe sawdust or something that was coming from something, but all right. Anyway, I'm going to move on. So this is about relationships. We're going to be pulling 3 of the Oracle as well as 3 clarifiers and see what is coming through. Remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, and co-workers. First card coming through is find your center. Yeah, time to center yourself. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is the ideal moment to stop and ask, When was the last time I checked in with myself? So this is what Spirit is asking you to take a look at. What is going on the inside? Are you in that place of sacrifice within your mind? Are you in that place of Three of Swords energy? Are you in that place of that Four of Cups where you're starting to turn your back towards something? That is going to start that reflection, all right? It is going to start that reflection on the outside. You can't bring stuff through when you're in a place that you're uncentered, unbalanced. And this is what Spirit is asking of you. Continue doing the work towards what it is that you're trying to achieve. Believe, yeah, have the belief, the force that works with your soul, determining what's possible or impossible. The difference between success over failure and above all who you are is the power of your belief. Again, when we're talking about, in this sense towards relationships, whatever aspect of the relationship it is, what I'm getting here is, again, it comes down to, are you giving too much? Are you not giving enough? What is it? Are you turning your back towards something? Do you not have the belief that this is going to come true, especially for those of you that maybe are seeking a particular individual or maybe a particular relationship at this point? Are you starting to doubt the belief behind that this is going to come through? Because again, this is really going to start showing in our outside world. We want to continue to stay in our center. Even if we feel that we're putting in that, more of that effort, maybe it's just a matter of taking a step back and allowing that person to come through. Here's the interesting thing. And it's something that people tend to forget, okay? Everybody has a particular love language, right? And there are people that are going to put more effort towards something. There are people that are going to put less effort, or maybe it's not even so much a matter of less effort, but they might express their feelings or their emotions in a different way. Some people are more talkative, some people are more touchy. Some people have a really hard time saying I love you, but they'll do things that they know can help show their love. Maybe, they help out around the house. Maybe they're cleaning. Maybe they're bringing flowers, whatever it is. Some people just, just because you like to hear I love you, and again, I'm just using this as an example, maybe that person just has a hard time saying it, but they're showing it in other ways. And I feel like for some of you, this could be relatable. All right. You might just be different people. And that might be something that you need to look at. So just because somebody's not saying, and I've dealt with this, before and with other clients, is where they'll be like, yeah, but he's not saying I love you. But, he's bringing me, candy and flowers and taking me on vacations. But I really want to hear I love you. Okay, but, just because he's not saying it all the time doesn't mean that he's not trying to show you, again, in some way, shape, or form. And this is what we have to take a look at. So what I'm receiving here is, not only do you have to have the belief behind it, but there needs to be a center balance. There needs to be some sort of balance within the relationship, whether it's you having to take a step back in order to allow this person to come forward and show you how much they do care. Again, if we're texting somebody or calling somebody on a regular basis and we're the only ones that are putting that effort, it can also be where the other person is just going to sit there and go, well, I don't need to, because they're already doing it. I don't need to message them because they message me 10 times a day, right? Maybe it's time to take that step back and allow that person to come through. Or maybe you're not, maybe you're not the one that's returning the calls. Again, take it as it's all resonating. You'll know how it's going to fit within your life. We also have hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you now. As much as you want to connect with them, they know you've been thinking of them, and they've been sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you. So, to prove that they're here with you at this moment. I do feel that for some of you, this could be very much a message from a loved one that has passed over. What I'm also getting here too is that if you're feeling alone on this journey, okay, whatever journey it is at this time, Spirit is coming through saying, look, we are here beside you, but we may not be showing ourselves all the time. Okay, if you're asking for a sign from us, listen to the messages that are coming through. We might not always make our messages very obvious. We might not always just be putting that sign right in front of you. Sometimes you have to look for it, all right? Or sometimes you have to make the effort in order for you to really hear the messages that are coming through. So let's get some clarifying cards and see what Spirit is saying in regards to all of this. I'm just going to pull them out like this. Yep, divine magic. Look at that. Extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. This is exactly what I've been saying pretty much throughout the reading. Expect miracles. Expect that change. This can't even have to do with like that tower moment where there's a sudden, revelation or a sudden, something coming through that really changes into that Ace of Pentacles energy, basically saying you've achieved your goal. Look at this. We've also got the treasure chest. You guys can't get any better than this. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Again, unforeseen windfall. So again, that tower moment coming through where it could be just sudden or a sudden revelation or a sudden miracle even happening. And we have consultant expert. More information is needed. Contact somebody with expertise in this area. What I'm getting from this is it really feels like these two cards here, it's interesting because they're both even, that solar plexus type of chakra. What I'm getting here is it's time to communicate with Spirit, okay? It's time to let your guard down. It's time to open up to Spirit. Time to say exactly what it is that you want, what you need help with, and what area. Even if it's just one prayer at a time. Let's say you just need one door open. Ask for that door to be open because maybe that will help open the other doors. It just feels like right now is the time to commune with Spirit and allow them to come through, allow them to show you a path in some way. And again, I do feel that, especially if it has to do with a romantic relationship, allow yourself to just, take a look at what the effort you're putting in, what the effort somebody else is putting in. Is it time to just take a step back, or is it time to move forward? But either way, I feel like it's not the time to quit. Okay, it's time to talk to Spirit in regards to this situation. So let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. So closing message from the universe for Aries, December 4th to the 11th. What does Spirit have for us at this time? Divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune. Again, I just feel like this is not the time to give up. Maybe it's a time to listen to your intuition. Are you frustrating and feeling like you're sacrificing again because you're not seeing the results coming through? Okay, or is it just time to listen to your intuition, time to talk to Spirit, allow them to show you the path forward? And we have endurance. I can't make this up, guys. Keep going. All right. I really feel like whatever it is that you're trying to reach is right around the corner. Whatever that destiny is, or whatever you're feeling is your destiny, or whatever you feel is that goal that you're trying to achieve, it's right there. And this is what Spirit is asking of you. So I truly hope that this has helped. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you Saturday, 1:00 p.m. Mountain Time, for the live show, and have an amazing week and many blessings.